Hey everyone. So in today's video, I wanted to walk you through a spring inspired makeup bag. I have the makeup bag here, which it's actually empty because everything is out in front of me. Isn't this so cute? I got it as a free gift from Clinique like a long time ago. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through all of these items in my bag. I also applied a bunch of them on my face today. It's very like Kate Bush Hounds of Love album cover, which I actually did like back in the day. I did a tutorial on my channel inspired by that look. Feel free to go check it out if you want. It's really old. I don't know if it's still any good. But anyway, that's definitely what I'm reminded of with this look. I really enjoy it. I also have to thank Beauty Pie because they are sponsoring a portion of today's video. If you're not familiar with Beauty Pie, they're essentially like a membership club. So you pay annually to have access to their site and their like membership prices. So all of their formulas are like lab to warehouse, which is why they're able to give you those really low prices for such really elegant formulas. Their formulas really are the real deal, you guys. When I try out the formulas, they're just insanely luxurious. And sometimes it's really hard to be able to get those really elegant formulas at a more affordable price. This isn't in the makeup bag. This is just something that I've been loving from them. It's their Uber Youth Neck and Chest Super Lift Serum Spray. So if you're someone like me that I can tend to neglect my décolleté, I've been using this every night. It's so easy. And I have already, you see, I haven't even used a ton. I'm already seeing insane results like brightening. I don't have as many lines. This is $20 and it's typically $75. I am super impressed with this, but I'm also impressed by the makeup. I do have a discount on their membership. You guys can check it out down below. I believe it's Amanda Z sent me. It comes out to around $4 a month for the membership. So I'll have everything linked down below for you guys, but let's jump into the makeup bag. Let's first dive into some of the color cosmetics because I feel like spring, you know, it's like florals for spring, groundbreaking. Like we're all thinking about those gorgeous, vibrant floral colors. So I have a couple of items on my cheeks. The first item that I have is the Super Cheek from Beauty Pie. It's the shade Universal Pink. And I was a little bit nervous about this color because it is quite bright, but what I love about it, it's not too bubblegummy, but it is just vibrant enough. It really brings that pop of pink. But again, as in the name, it is still more universal, so it's not going to be too milky white. There isn't like a milky white base pigment to this blush. This formula is really cool because it's almost kind of like a gel texture in the finger, but then it melts down into the skin when you apply it. I really like kind of just pressing this into the skin with the fingers and like watching it melt into the makeup. And it just adds kind of like a soft look to the cheeks. It's not like a really matte product. It's not super dewy. I like that that pigment is rich, but it's not too difficult to work with. I also used it today, like I have been showing you guys in my wide open makeup tutorial. I took it all in here and kind of into the hollow of the eye, a little bit on my nose, and I just feel like it adds this brightness to every look, both the placement and the shade, but yeah, the shade is really pretty. At retail, this would be $35 and you can get it for $9.98. And then the other product on my cheeks is a product that I've already talked about that I really like from Beauty Pie, which is their Triple Beauty Luminizing Wand. I feel like a lot of people talk about this and the blush like for good reason. This is just such an elegant formula. It's one of those not too much kind of highlights, but just enough. Like it still adds that impact, but it has this really pretty set down without kind of losing the luminosity, but it's also not really dewy, so you don't have to like feel it on the face. The color is really pretty as well. It's kind of like a soft champagne rose gold, super fresh. It's just gorgeous. Would typically be $30 and you can get it for $9.81. And then the color that is on my eyes is Velvetina, which is one of their Wonder Color Cream eyeshadows. This is kind of like a pretty lilac kind of pink color. It's really pretty. So it's more of like a very soft metallic or a more intense satin. The formula though, in and of itself, if you guys haven't heard me talk about this formula, it's one of the best affordable cream eyeshadows that you can find because it has both the pigment and the blendability as well as that kind of long wear hold. I'm even more impressed with the matte shades. If you guys haven't tried out the matte shades, those are my absolute favorite. It's really difficult to find a good affordable matte. and they're really, really excellent. Typically $30 at retail. You can get it for $9.58 through their membership. Then for mascara, I am wearing the Beauty Pie Uber Volume Boost. Another favorite from them. If you like a really buildable mascara that you can keep layering on and not worry about it being chunky, heavy, this is a very fluttery, fresh looking mascara. It gives you that, you know, the Uber volume, but it's not like a heavy lash look. So that's typically what I like. I like more of a fluttery lash look. Also, this is kind of random, but something that I love about all of Beauty Pie's products is the packaging is so expertly done. This has kind of like a closure so you can feel that the product is actually closed. So you're not worried about like mascara getting out all over your bag. Nice and hefty as well. Typically $30 and you can get it for a $9.86. Now, as for my base, so I've been doing some self-tanning. I've been trying out some different self-tanners for you guys. So I have a little bit of residual self-tan, especially like on my neck. So recently I've been kind of like mixing bases a little bit to find that perfect shade. So what I did first is went in with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. I wanted to pull this back out because, I mean, first of all, for spring, so aesthetic, so pretty. This is a great product if you need some hydration in your skin, but your other products are already pretty glowy. This isn't going to add a lot of moisture dew necessarily, like not a lot of like oiliness, if that makes sense. It's more of a pure kind of hydration serum product. As a touch of attack, it still leaves the skin feeling really glowy. It's more on the lightweight side, so it still like sinks in really nicely and really meshes well with makeup beautifully. And then for the skin tint on my face, I did a mix. So I mixed the Glowish by Huda Beauty with the new one from Shiseido. I've been trying this one out. I really want to get a review out to you guys on this. But when I mix this, I get a pretty decent shade match for me right now. I have the shade Fair Light in the Huda Beauty. It's the shade 02 and then 125 in the Shiseido. The Huda Beauty is really, really glowy, you guys. Like even on its own, sometimes it's a little bit too glowy for me because it has regular glow and then has a touch of a reflect to it. Honestly though, like in the summer, it's definitely a look and like sometimes I really like it. But sometimes I want something a little bit more toned down. And the Shiseido is more of a very natural finish. So these put together both in the shade and the finishes just gave me more of a fresh, middle of the road, more like natural finish. But my skin still feels really hydrated. So this duo is really beautiful paired with the Glow Recipe. Of course, next in the bag is the Kosas Revealer Concealer. It's always gonna be here. I wear it almost every time I wear makeup. It is the bomb, it's the best. And I'm not gonna sit here and talk about it because I know you guys are probably sick of me talking about it. But next in the bag is a product that I have been really loving and raving about, which is the Saie Air Set. This is the translucent. It is beautiful stuff, you guys. I can't get enough of it and I've been talking about it a lot. If you are someone that does not like powder, but sometimes you want to use powder or feel like you need to just take down shine, kind of expertly smooth out areas without making the skin look flat, this product is absolutely perfect for that. It gives a touch of a blur, it sets down the makeup, again, without looking like powder on the skin. There are other powders in this vein that are like, okay, it's really good for dry skin, it's going to look thin on the skin. Sometimes they still look a bit too creamy on the skin in a sense that I can kind of see the thickness of the powder, but because this is so finely milled, you just need a tiny bit. It doesn't look like the skin has been powdered necessarily. It just kind of takes down that shine, just adds that little bit of a filtered effect. I love it. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also used the Cheeks Out bronzer from Fenty. I pulled this one back out because this is just one of those bronzers that's so no fuss. Creamy, blendable, it has a touch of a dew to it. It's never going to look choppy on the skin. So it's just one of those products that I always find myself reaching and pulling back out, especially for the spring when you don't want to do like too glowy, bronzy. You're kind of more focused on like a spring cheek kind of look. This is good to just kind of add a touch of a bronze. You can really build up or sheer out the color. Next, I also have a little bit on the outer corners of my eyes. This new product that I picked up from MAC, it's the Extra Dimension Shadow in the shade Smoky Mauve. Wanted to add a little bit of this because it has just a touch more depth than Velvetina, and I just added it to the outer corners of my eyes, and these two paired together just gives me the perfect soft, pinky, purpley spring eye look. We'll certainly be pairing these again. Extra Dimension Shadow is more of like a soft mauve, whereas the Wonder Glow Cream Shadow has a little bit more of a pink, so they just mesh so perfectly together for like more of a dimensional look. Really, really enjoy these two. As for eyebrows, I've been pulling out some older eyebrow products because, listen, I feel like I need to get through these items. I pulled back out, I have this Hourglass Arch Brow Pencil that I've had for so long, and I still have just like a centimeter left of this that I want to get through. So this is going into the bag. And then I also have the Surratt Brow Pomade. Now, this is really old, but you get a lot of product in here. So I think it's worth mentioning that even though this is more expensive, you do get a lot of product. And I forgot how much I love this. It is a clear pomade. It really gives me more of a matte pomade look to my brows. They're set, but they're still really fluffy and natural looking. And the brush is really, really cool. It's these flat bristles, so it really like pushes up the eyebrows and gives you that kind of fluffed up, not like quite like laminated eyebrow look. I like that it's a little bit more natural than a laminated look though. I definitely went a little strong with the brows today, kind of not intentionally, but I like them. And then lastly, I had the lip combo. So first of all, I applied some lip liner. This is the Beauty Pie Wonder Gel Longwear Lip Liner. Typically 20 bucks, but you can get it for $7.09. This is the shade Rummy Pink. So good for that definition, especially when I went in with the Future lipstick. This is the shade Naked Pink. And first of all, we got to talk about the formula of the Future lipstick, because actually the same thing is the case with the liner. It's so smooth and easy to work with, but the Future lipstick is quite similar to like a liquid lip balm, but put back into a stick. It's really gorgeous and buttery and luxurious. It has a beautiful balminess to it. Very natural and healthy looking on the lips. Really love it. And I want other shades too, because I feel like this formula and like more of a cooler mauve would be like perfect, like a perfect everyday color for me. I've really been liking like a brown mauve kind of shade. Like I just love those shades. This is typically $30 and you can get it for $11.55. This lipstick formula, it's good stuff. And those are all of my items in my little spring inspired makeup bag. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about any of the products, please let me know down below. I'm here to help. I'll have the Beauty Pie membership discount code as well down below for you guys. And again, thanks to them for sponsoring a portion of today's video. Thank you to you guys for being here, and I will see you all in my next one.